If the phrase, "I want to keep my independence," comes out of the mouth of a girl you're seeing, do not commit. She is telling you in no uncertain terms that she's going to do what she wants, regardless of what you say or do. Two traits that women often like to talk about, right? Women like to say, "I'm a free spirit. I'm a free spirit." And then, of course, women also like to say, "I'm independent." Now, let's get into the free spirit first. Free spirit, gentlemen, means free agent in womanese. Whether a woman is in a relationship or not, she is always on the lookout for a better offer. She is always looking for an upgrade. Understand this, gentlemen. Just because a woman says she's committed to you doesn't mean that she is committed to you. Okay? You don't take your girl off the market. She does. And I'll use a sports analogy here. Basketball and football coaches, specifically college basketball and college football coaches, are always free agents. Really, professionals too. It doesn't matter what team they're coaching or how long their contract is, they will jump ship if a better offer comes along or if they have buyer's remorse. Roy Williams was in the middle of a multi-year contract at Kansas to coach college basketball, but he left to coach the University of North Carolina in the middle of said contract. Bobby Petrino was the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, and out of nowhere, he wanted to go back to college. He wanted to go back to coaching college football and literally vanished without a trace. He left a Dear John letter to everyone in the locker room telling everyone that he was off to coach the University of Arkansas. Here's another example. Billy Donovan signed a contract to coach the Orlando Magic after he won a second straight NCAA title at the University of Florida. Less than a week later, he pulled out of the deal and stayed at Florida. Gentlemen, girls are exactly the same when it comes to men. Okay? They'll pull a Roy Williams and monkey branch when they think they found a better guy. Right? They'll shoot you a breakup text, Bobby Petrino style, if they hook up with a guy, but don't have the guts to tell you face to face that they've moved on. They'll commit to you, then a week later decide they wanted to stay with their toxic and abusive ex-boyfriend. True story. I actually dated a girl named Devin who pulled this on me many moons ago. So here's lesson number one. Here is game lesson number one. And you guys need to pay attention and screen cap this. Pay very, very close attention and screen cap this. Any female who calls herself a, quote, free spirit is literally telling you that she does not value commitment. And a woman who doesn't value commitment isn't worth committing to. A woman who is a free spirit, she does what she wants and when she wants because she is what? A free agent. Just like Roy Williams decided he wanted to jump ship, just like Bobby Petrino writing that Dear John letter, and just like Billy Donovan getting homesick for the University of Florida after jumping ship to the NBA, then jumping back to the Gators. Again, gentlemen, you cannot be in a committed relationship with a female who has the free spirit mentality. The second trait that women like to brag that they have is, I'm independent. I'm a strong and independent woman. Right? A lot of women like to say, a lot of relationship experts like to say, independence is very healthy in a relationship. Well, it's correct. That's actually correct. On its face, it's correct. Independence is healthy in a relationship. No, a girl should not lose her identity, right? Her identity fucks with her self-worth. Her self-worth fucks with her real independence. And yes, girls definitely should have a life away from their boyfriends. But here's the difference. Here's the difference in what relationship coaches say and what they mean. When female relationship coaches tell women, don't lose your identity, it should mean keep your personality. Maintain the traits that attracted him to you in the first place. Your kindness, your sense of humor, your selflessness, your femininity. But what they mean is never change for a man, or don't let a man change you, which also means, listen closely, if you had traits, characteristics, or habits that are conducive to cheating, infidelity, and deceit, keep them, hang on to them, just in case you decide to branch swing to another guy. When women tell each other, don't lose your self-worth, it should mean, girlfriend, he picked you for a reason. And that reason is because you're worth it to him. If you don't think you're worth it to him, you'll subconsciously sabotage your relationship by lying, cheating, and being insufferable because you think you don't deserve him. But what they mean is you're an amazing woman no matter what you do. You're an amazing woman no matter how you act in a relationship, and never forget that he is lucky to be with you. When women say to each other, don't lose your independence, what it should mean is don't become a neurotic, codependent, high-maintenance girl who drives your man crazy. Keep your shit together and understand that he is your boyfriend, not your babysitter. What they mean, do what you want, when you want, how you want to do it, and who you want to do it with. You're independent and nobody can tell you what to do. Not even a boy you're dating. When female relationship coaches say that women should have a life outside of your relationship, well, what it should mean is that time apart helps you both to recharge your batteries. Go to lunch with your friends, have girl talk over coffee and wine, right? Hang out at your place or her place and be silly and talk about life and boys. But what modern women mean when they say you should have a life away from your boyfriend or relationship is go to the club and go to the bar. Re-download Tinder. He's not the only man on earth, girl. And he needs to be reminded as often as possible that you have options and that you will replace him if you need to. Having a life away from your boyfriend allows you to keep a couple of dudes on standby in case he messes up. Every bit of advice that women give to females will end up blowing up their relationships if they follow said advice. Girls are very good at saying things that are true when spoken, but because of the double meanings, the double speak, and the undercover sabotage, women take this advice thinking it's good advice because they've heard the same thing when they actually got good advice. Women lead each other to the slaughter like lambs, guys. This is what happens when girls think they know how to keep a man happy simply because men throw sausage at them left or right. But 10 years from now, they'll be singing a much different tune, and they'll be asking, where have all the good men gone? Why am I still single? Why are men not shit? So here's game rule number 2, game lesson number 2. This is a rule of thumb to keep in mind. Get your pens out, screen cap this. If the phrase, I want to keep my independence, comes out of the mouth of a girl you're seeing, do not commit. She is telling you in no uncertain terms that she's going to do what she wants, regardless of what you say or do. You see, guys, what you have to realize is that when you're seeing a woman casually, the interactions you have during the casual process is a negotiation. Okay? Listen, she's going to say things, she's going to do things to see what exactly she can get away with. Right? She wants to know what she can get away with. And you're going to let her know with your actions what you will and will not tolerate if she angles for a commitment. That's the negotiation. Those of you who just watched my breakdown of Too Hot to Handle, a guy and a girl really liked each other. The girl acted up. She ended up crawling back to the dude. He's like, look, if we're going to give this thing another go, we're going to do X, Y, and Z. But I digress. A girl who is sleeping with you always, and I mean always, has a long-term relationship in the back of her mind if she likes you bad enough. If you're her plan A and not her backup plan, it'll be obvious, right? And if you want to know the signs that you're a woman's plan A and not her plan B, C, or D, go watch episode 438. Anyway, Every single female you deal with will test your boundaries, guys. Every girl you see, every girl you're hooking up with, casually, whatever the case may be, she will test you to see what she can or can't get away with. If she goes to the club when you're just in a friends with benefits arrangement, then guess what? She's going to expect to get away with that if you guys make it official. But that's when you let her know after she's angled for a long-term relationship for the third or fourth time that you don't commit to women who go to the club. At that point, she has a choice to make, right? It's either the club or an exclusive relationship with you. I've talked about this, again, ad nauseum. Well, wait a minute, Donovan. You said that if she's not your girlfriend, that you can't expect her to not go to the club. If you haven't made her your girlfriend, then you can't expect her to act like your girlfriend, can you? 100% correct. Score 1 for you. That's exactly what I said. But if a girl you're seeing goes to the club, withdraw your attention and make yourself scarce. Whether it's, listen, friends with benefits, whatever the case may be, withdraw your attention. This shows her that if she wants to go hunting for bananas and cucumbers, then you're not going to give her the privilege of your company. You're not going to give her the privilege of your attention. This sets a precedent, gentlemen. You see, subconsciously, she'll know exactly why you can't hang out on Saturday night after she went clubbing on Friday night. She'll act like she doesn't. What's wrong with you? Why can't we hang out tonight? Oh, no. She'll play stupid, but she'll know why you've pulled back. So at this point, if she's entertaining thoughts of maybe seeking a relationship with you, she has a choice to make. She can either continue to go to the bar or the club, or she can keep you around. If you let her have it both ways before you're in a relationship, then gentlemen, she will rightfully expect that you will allow her to have it both ways when you're in a relationship. Again, you're not putting a gun to her head. You're not trying to control anyone. You are simply allowing your actions to inform her that her actions have good consequences and bad consequences. The consequence that occurs is based on her actions and her actions alone, and that she makes that choice with her actions.